All right, Gavin, it's Wednesday morning, and that means it's time for us to play our Wednesday morning tournament, the most fun hour in bridge each week right here on YouTube. Gavin, welcome.
Hi. It's good to be back. I was just having a thought this morning, Rob. I was thinking, the first week of the year, we had our worst game imaginable, and then the second week of the year, we had our best game of the year. And I remember saying or thinking right after that, like, it could actually be the worst game of the year and the best game of the year gotten out of the way in the first 2 weeks of the year. And I'm thinking it's now August, and I'm pretty sure that that's still the case. I don't think we've had a game as worse as our first week of January or whatever. The first, maybe we took a week off, but anyway, the first game of the year was our worst.
I do remember that one.
And we've kind of normalized since then. I'm pretty. I was just going through it in my mind, thinking like how far we've come. And I've like last week was a funny example where it really felt like we did most things right and we got through the session and weren't rewarded with our score. But that's been the story of all of our weeks, like the last few months. We've just been kind of making a lot of good decisions and landing where we land, and it's been serving us pretty well. I feel like our games have been pretty good.
Well, this proves the old adage that you never remember your good ones, you only remember your bad moments at the bridge table, and that's a tournament that I think both of us will remember when we went. I think, did we go sub 40 or something like that?
It was really
something
bad.
really bad.
It was really bad.
But much fresher in our minds than our great successes that we've had throughout the year. But we're here for another one, Gavin. We have people joining us from all over this world: Uruguay, Canada, England, and all over the U.S. So welcome everybody, and let's jump into this 6-5 monster here, Gavin. This is pretty interesting.
Popped up before we went live, and this is a nice hand to start on.
Not too shabby. We had a few of these hands last night. I think they're giving us some sexy hands this week. I don't know. It feels like Bridgebase has their robots out ready to kind of challenge us. So we're up for the challenge, Gavin. We're going to open a heart on this because we're going to open our longest suit always.
There's definitely circumstances where you might want to plan ahead and just kind of treat the hand like a 5-5 hand and open a spade. You have to kind of think about how the auction's going to develop. But this is
a good question, though. With these sorts of hands, Gavin, especially when you're like 5-6 major minor and you're really weak, those are some of the times that, like you suggest, sometimes I might open the major, treat it like 5-5. But I think anytime we're strong-ish with 6-5, we're probably going to default to bidding 6 first. Is that fair?
For sure. I'm just thinking about how is this hand going to bid out. So I'm with this particular hand, I'm thinking, okay, what's the worst case scenario after we open a heart? Well, after we open a heart, partner's probably going to respond to no trump. So then the question I'm going to ask myself is am I comfortable reversing? Now, you all know reversing you're all taught 17 or more points, but when you're 6-5, the playing strength of a 6-5 hand definitely makes up for some of the lack of high cards. So then I'm looking at my suit quality, because that's not going to end the auction. The reverse is not going to end the auction. If we could go a heart, a no trump, 2 spades, and that could be the end, then I would always be comfortable doing that with 6-5s. But the problem is we're propelling the hand to the 3 level. And so in order to actually finish showing this hand, we're going to have to go 1 heart, then 2 spades, and then 3 spades, rebidding our second suit to show the 5-card second suit. And now the auction's pretty high, but honestly, I look at my hand and I decide, is my hand worth it? And here I can count, we only have 5 losers in our own hand.
And those spots and hearts are tremendous, right? Ace Jack empty 6 would be much different than Ace Jack 10 9 8, right? So this is not the worst suit to be looking at for sure.
Yeah, so I'm comfortable with that reverse auction. I'm comfortable showing my full 6-5, and then obviously it never goes the way that you plan.
But we got a nice heart raise from partner here. Obviously, we know they're a passed hand. But are you still going to be constructing possible hands for partner here that could make a slam? I mean, they have a 3+ raise, it says, but I would play Jordan as usually 4+, but I guess the robot has it as 3+ as far as hearts is concerned.
Yeah, knowing about a 4th trump makes this hand a lot better. If we had a 10-card heart fit, then we don't even have to worry about the queen.
Yeah, now we just need king 4th and out.
So like the minimum slam hand that I see is king 4th of hearts, king of spades, and an ace, right? That's 10 points. Where we're just going to lose 1 minor suit card if they lead the right minor, and otherwise we've got the rest of the tricks. Another possible slam is if partner's got a singleton spade and king 4th of hearts and an ace. That's even fewer high card points. and we'll probably be able to grind out a slam. But in the grand scheme of things, there's so many 10-point hands that include the king queen of clubs or the king jack of diamonds, and
there's a lot of minor suit cards that can be part of that chunky 10, right?
That at this, certainly with the robots, I would not be bothering to look for slam.
If the robot was an unpassed hand, we would have more reason to be exploring, because now their range is certainly higher and includes more of those hands. But here, it looks like we did a good job of avoiding a slam on a finesse here. We're going to lose a club.
On a finesse, and on a finesse into the takeout doubler, which is worse, even worse.
Into the good hand, basically. So we'll see where we're at after this trick here. It's going to go club.
If East had made a takeout double on this hand instead of West, then I would want to be in slam, because it's much better. Then it would be much better than a 50% contract.
Because it rates to make more often, for sure. I actually double clicked for no reason there, but we're okay.
Yeah, no problem here. We're gonna be able to take. And take our finesse, and that's going to be the flattest board of the day, I think.
Yeah, we hope
so. Well, I hope the finesse loses, just so that the crazy slam bidders don't get rewarded.
Don't pip us on that one. Okay, we're going to claim this, and while we're doing that, Gavin, I'm going to go and just we're gonna add a little bit of safety here. We have the confirm bids, confirm cards turned off. We're going to turn those back on for Rob's sake here.
It's actually for our sake too, just for what it's worth. It's not just for your sake.
We're part of a team, Gavin. It's nice. Monday without him, it gets a little contentious. It's nice to be back to safety with my guy Gavin here. He's a lot more forgiving. All right, so this time, just a normal one, no Trump opener here. We have 17, totally balanced. We're just gonna pop in there, and we're gonna play one no Trump.
All right. Beautiful. This is a good spot in these tournaments, because we're
especially on this lead too, Gavin. Take a look. They're setting up our best suit. Guys, count your winners on this one and formulate a plan from this moment. Now, we'll obviously the plan is going to include 4 club tricks, but what are we going to do, and how many tricks do we expect to take? Yes, one no Trump is my favorite contract, David. You know me well. I know you hate it, Gavin. I'm surprised. I love this contract for scoring, at least.
Oh, and if I'm playing match points and I've opened one no Trump on a hand that everybody else is going to open one no Trump, and I have to play one no Trump, I love it. I find it's a grind. It's definitely the hardest to defend against. I hate defending one no Trump.
These are the times, honestly, the one no Trump contract should take the most time to play, for the most part, unless it's very straightforward, right? Both sides should be taking their time, because there's a lot to think about, because each side has a reasonable amount of values and tricks.
So if the clubs are 4-0 on this hand, that's one bad thing that can happen to us. They might be able to prevent us from getting all 4 of our club tricks by ducking the ace of clubs, but they would have to have ace fourth.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen.
And they would have to duck each time. Correct.
Yeah, it would be pretty simple for them once they see their partners show out on this trick. If they did start with ace fourth, they would know pretty well. They could know exactly how many clubs we have, and so they could see that if we. So, anyways, let's throw the king of clubs up there. Dummy is where we're going to want to be a bunch of times. Yeah, exactly. It's looking like where our tricks are going to come from. We have potentially. In general, just in that spot for reference, I would always hide the 2. I don't know what my plan is.
Yeah,
it doesn't
that's
matter
because now West might have 5 and things, but
just whatever it is. I don't know the reasons why, but I get myself in the habit of hiding the 2s. Anyway,
it's a very good point, because we want to give at least information as possible, and the 2 would just kind of each opponent could wonder where that card is now, whereas now they don't. Honestly, I'm happy with this return here.
For sure. Because if they knocked out the spade ace, we would be a lot more vulnerable here. We wouldn't even necessarily know about whether we were supposed to go after hearts. Now they're kind of making it they're doing it for us. Maybe the club back now? No.
Diamond back would have been amazing.
Well, so it's funny now. If we win this, there's no real advantage to ducking this trick. If the hearts are 5-2, then they're already kind of. We just have to decide now whether we're going to take the diamond finesse, right? Yeah. So the risk is, after we've won the queen of hearts, how many tricks can we lose if we take the diamond finesse? We got to slow that down. How many tricks do we have? Let's start there. Yeah, we have 4 club tricks, and a heart is 5. 2 diamonds is 7, and the ace of spades is 8, with a potential finesse in diamonds for a 9th trick. So if we go and finesse the diamonds, is there a risk we're going to take fewer than 8 tricks? Is there a risk we're going to take fewer than 8 tricks? Well, at this point, if West started with 5 hearts, they will end up winning 4 heart tricks, a club, and the queen of diamonds. So there is a risk in taking the diamond finesse on this hand if West has started with 5 hearts to the ace jack something, ace jack 9, it looks like. And that actually looks very much possible just from the 10 of hearts coming back and them winning the ace and firing the jack back comfortably. Like it's either 10-9 something 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 but from east, or West has ace jack 9 5th of hearts,
which is weird that they would lead a club against one no trump with that.
Well, is it that weird? Like I feel like they often will not lead a 5 card, even a 5 card suit. I mean, it's I feel like the robots, we've seen it. Yeah. If against a human, you would never. A human wouldn't.
This is the weirdest thing. We have to hold in the obvious thing that West has short clubs, right? That's a typical robot spot where they try to lead their shortest suit and hit partner, and that's possible here, which means having long hearts is in the mix for sure.
Right. So the problem is if we duck, so we could duck this heart, and then when they play back a heart, we will at least know whether we're at risk. But if we duck this heart
to a spade, we're
wide open.
Yeah.
It seems like we should take it.
Cash ace of diamonds, or just play clubs I don't know. Maybe diamond position.
I would hide the jack of clubs for one thing. I would play a club to the queen. The robot doesn't know what's going on, and lead the jack of diamonds, queen.
Yeah,
now the robot thinks we might. Now the robot will definitely cover the diamond if they have it. So they don't have the diamond. So now
clubs.
We can play some clubs.
We can look for a heart. There's a heart.
There's a heart pitch, and now we can play another club.
Pitching a spade.
Okay. So now
we hook a diamond.
We could hook a diamond, but I don't think the queen's onside. Do you think the queen's onside? They have no idea. Why would they have not?
I find it very unlikely because they didn't cover it at that point that they could have, especially after they see the clubs.
What about just what? So let's
what's
say
the worst case though? Like we take 8 tricks if we just cash out now.
Well, just the worst case is the queen doubleton of diamonds is offside. That would be a bad thing that's going on. That we just lost the trick for the 10. Yeah, and so if we're not going to take a diamond finesse now, we might as well exit a heart, because the worst thing that can happen to us on a heart lead is they can take 2 hearts. There's only 2 hearts left in the deck, and then maybe they play a diamond.
Yeah, because they still don't know what's happening here.
They're going to cash a heart.
We're going to pitch a spade, obviously.
Yeah, and we're going to pitch a spade, and now they might not know. No, okay, so they did know. But I think the queen of diamonds is offside anyway. But
we're about to find out.
Please be.
Nah.
No, they didn't cover those robots.
Okay. We took a little beating on that one as well, 39%.
Well, sure, we didn't take a finesse.
30. It's the difference between 39 and 85. Actually, tough spot there. Right.
That's brutal.
Yeah, we had a shot. We had our shots. Whatever.
We could have taken the finesse for sure.
Yeah.
The diamonds were 5 too.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
I guess that's what maybe gave them the flexibility not to cover.
Yeah. They figured they were never compressing that.
It didn't help anything. Yeah.
Take a look, guys. There's the East diamond position, Queen 6-5-4-2. No, that Michael. Sometimes the robots just don't cover, right? And this is certainly a spot, like Gavin says, this is a spot where they usually aren't going to cover because they could just compress this suit even further, especially if there's a 4th diamond to their left, right? So here they're just, although I guess that's the same tricks, Gavin. It doesn't really matter. What do you want to open this hand is the question. I'm okay opening this in no trump, even though it's not legal ACBL wise.
Yeah, before they changed the rules, I would have opened this hand in no trump for sure. It's because the choices here are to open 1 diamond and rebid 1 no trump over a spade, or open 1 no trump. And so I'd rather just show 15 to 17.
Agreed.
So than showing 12 to 14. So I think the rule is dumb for what it's worth.
Agreed. Now it goes 2 clubs, which for them is a single suit. Right, this is Capoletti that the robots are playing, I believe, and now it goes 2 diamonds, which is artificial, just saying, "Hey, what's your suit partner? Tell me." And we've already shown our hand, so we're just going to peel off. I'm guessing here, Gavin. And
I mean,
also thinking spades is likely going to be.
Spades is probably their suit, and I don't think we should necessarily give up to 2 spades. If doubles take out here,
especially because we're white.
Doubles take out. Let's do it. Like we definitely don't want to sell out to 2 spades. Yeah.
Let's hope they don't float it. There we go. Okay. We've done our job.
Yeah.
Maybe partner bids again as well.
That would be fantastic, but unlikely, yeah.
All right. Not the worst lead here.
No, and nice dummy for us. We've got pretty solid defensive prospects here. It looks like we're going to take some clubs and some diamonds and some maybe even the queen of hearts, depending on what their shape is over there.
Let's maybe discuss partners' range here, folks. Tell us what you think North's range of values is on this end, just in general, and we'll just remind you that we opened one no trump. Our left-hand opponent basically made a natural spade overcall in 2 steps, and now we get to see the dummy in our own hand. Think about what partner's looking at over there. It's always a good exercise when you're defending and the opponents have done something, or when you're playing and the opponents have done something. Dummy at 10. So here we're just looking at, okay, 10 points here. We had 15 in our own hand. That's 25. You would expect something around, I don't know, what would you give this West player? Around 12 for these sets?
Yeah, an opening. It's usually an opening bid. Yeah, an opening bid is what you figure. Yeah.
We can't be sure, but we know that is 37 points that we're counting. So partner has very, very little. All right. They could have a little more. They could have a little less, depending on how frisky West is getting or how disciplined they are. But that's what we expect to see on this hand, which means that we can't really hold out hope that the ace of diamonds is in partner's hand.
No, and partner wouldn't have underlet it. Yeah,
they can't have that in general, even though we see this trick win. And that being said, this helps us a ton, but it gives us a little bit of practice. What are we gonna do from here, Gavin?
Yeah. So we kind of assumed Declare has 6 spades. I see one possible thing. So we could either cash out our clubs, knowing partner has 4, and play club, and Declare would rough it. But what worries me is if Declare does have only 1 club, then what might have happen is if Declare's got ace 9 third of diamonds, or ace whatever third of diamonds, we might, if we play club right now, Declare might rough the second club, draw trumps, eliminate dummy's club, and then play ace of diamonds and a diamond, and we might get stuck leading from our queen of hearts. So I think that it's really important that we get our diamond out of the way, our diamond trick taken, so that we can then eventually get out in clubs, and then eventually Declare will play a...
we're what Gavin is talking about, guys, we're trying to avoid getting end played at the end of this whole scenario, right? If they have this possibility for us, we want to get those tricks out of our hand, and then we can cash out and exit safely in clubs is what we're hoping.
Yeah, so we can afford to throw one card in each suit, essentially. That we can't throw 2 hearts, we can't throw 2 clubs,
and we can't throw 2 diamonds.
Yeah. Okay, so Declare did have 6 spades, and now they're running their spades. We are going to get a little. Okay. Partner threw away a diamond.
Okay, so they're running diamonds.
Yeah, king, ace, and out a club, and we'll wait for our
reserved here.
Yeah, we will wait for the heart.
Bingo. That's
so
a good passive defense there.
Yeah, I don't think it ended up mattering. Because they only had 2 diamonds, but it was certainly
partner had the jack of hearts as well. So
if you take the actual hand that we just played, and partner had the jack of hearts, but if you give Declare the jack of hearts and you make one of their clubs a diamond, then we had to do what we did. So it was very close to the hand that mattered. But as it was, we were just always going to get these 4 tricks: 2 clubs, a diamond, and a heart. There was nothing to this hand.
And take a look at the partner's hand. The values that we assigned were pretty perfect. We assigned a random 12, but this is about what you're looking at, right? Just understanding where the cards are. And sometimes you can get really good information just by this simple trick. So do it every hand, guys. When you've seen the bidding, take that into account with the dummy in your own hand. You're all good.
That sounded like a clickbait headline. This one trick can help you
become a better bridge player in this 1 5-minute video.
Yeah.
Let me know when you or I send that video out, Gavin. I'll take a look at it. All right, here we go, bud. Another looks like no trump opener. I don't know, 6-card diamond suit, but what else are we gonna do here?
Yeah, I like 1 no. I think we're not strong enough to open 1 diamond and rebid 3 diamonds. And we're pretty heavily on top of a 1 diamond then 2 diamond range. This is a dream come true.
Get to play
Finding a 5-3 hard fit was just absolutely magic.
Wow, this is nice.
Interesting.
We have some options here, so let's take a moment. Plan out your play.
It's going to be an interesting one.
Could be a whole bunch of tricks, or it could get bogged down pretty quickly here. Interesting. So this one, we're kind of looking at winners and losers, but also we're looking at how to, set up and
Which hand are we going to establish is the hard part about this hand. Is normally you're going to just want to set up the hand with the long trumps, but that hand's got a lot of losers over there that to get rid of. Like we're going to have to deal with the third round of clubs. We have to deal with the third round of spades. We have to deal with the fourth round of spades. Obviously, we have the king of diamonds to take care of one of them, and maybe we can trump some stuff. But that looks very difficult. On the other hand, our hand
what
looks
are our
a little
other
bit,
options?
well,
and
possibly
this
maybe
lead makes it weird. If it's breaking badly, it's just bad.
If they're breaking badly, it's yeah, for sure. But if the diamonds are if diamonds are breaking though, then we could just set up the diamond suit and duck a trump and
then play ace of hearts, diamond.
Yeah,
let them rough in anytime they want.
Yeah, I mean, but if the hearts are breaking badly, that line won't work very well.
And if a frog had wings,
So it feels like probably trying to set up diamonds is a.
You want to play ace of diamonds, rough a diamond?
But then what? So then the diamond, rough, and dummy, and then what? So then we're stuck in dummy, right? We need to travel kind of back to our hand to continue setting up diamonds. Maybe we duck a heart from there.
I mean, I also was thinking maybe win the diamond, play a spade.
Yeah, so that's
now maybe they break trump for us, and we can now rough a diamond subsequently, and have them hook us up in that way as well.
Yeah, I mean that seems like a more normal line of play anyway. Like if other people are in this contract, I'm sure that's where they will start, and it could definitely work out. And if we're going to play a spade up, we're supposed to play a spade to the jack, and they're the same thing. Like the jack's going to work when the queen is on side, and the king's going to work when the ace is on side. But the big advantage of playing a spade to the jack here is if both are on side, we're going to get 2 tricks out of it. But if we play up to the king, we'll only get 1. So there's like a technical advantage. And then well that's the main advantage.
Well, let's win this first trick, and then we'll reconvene. This queen of diamonds 10 low. Make your choice.
Yeah, I think let's go spade to the jack. I think this diamond line of play just looks too convoluted. 9 of spades is an interesting card, and the jack of spades won the trick. Okay,
interesting.
Now we're stuck in dummy.
So that's either ace of spades on our right, which sometimes they will duck, but more likely it's just ace queen 9 something on our left.
Yeah, what's interesting now is we might be able to throw away our club also from our hand.
Yeah.
But the problem is the only way to get back here to lead a spade up is to come to the ace of hearts, and if we really don't want to do that because we're gonna need to use our trumps to rough losers from dummy, and we have 3 losers.
Could we play a club to the ace? Is that
we could, but that's going to give up the chance of us throwing away the 7 of clubs. Was just my point. But I just playing a heart to the ace does not look like it's going to work out very well for us. So I do think a club ducked or a club to the ace or a club to the ace and the spade seems pretty reasonable.
Spade and then maybe.
I like seeing the club honor pop up there. That means it's more like okay, it was ace queen on side. Now they have some urgency now to take their club. Yeah, they're going to do that.
They got there.
Okay, and so now we're gonna just rough the club, cash the king of diamonds, but the question is, do we do the king of diamonds or the ace of hearts first? I guess king of diamonds first. Just even if it gets rough, we'd still want to be able to take that heart finesse. So throwing that spade and ace of hearts and a heart. And I think that if they don't put up the king, I think we need to not. We need to not. I don't. Yeah. So I feel like what I was just thinking.
The 8 of hearts is gone.
Yeah. So what I was thinking here is that if West had king doubleton of hearts, well, obviously king doubleton doesn't matter. If West had king third, I suppose they would play. They would duck here. They know that their partner could have jack 10 of hearts. It's still it's a restricted choice situation that it's more likely to be king jack doubleton than it is to be jack 10 doubleton. And the reason is that if they had jack 10 doubleton, we will only have seen the jack half of the time. If they have king jack doubleton, we would see the jack 100% of the time. So it's twice as likely to be.
Say that again more slowly, Gavin.
Okay.
This is great stuff. So let's talk. Just explain restricted choice and when it comes up. When you've seen information, meaning an honor is dropped underneath a card that isn't necessarily supposed to be dropped or needed to be dropped.
Yeah. So when they played the jack of hearts, we know that if they had king jack doubleton, they don't have a choice. Their choice is restricted about which card to play. They would be forced to play the jack because the king would just be ridiculous. It'd be dropping the king under our ace, and now the queen's gonna be good and dumb.
That would be restricted stupidity.
Yeah. So the jack is a forced play from king jack doubleton. But when you have jack 10 doubleton, your choice is not restricted. So you could choose the jack half the time or the 10 half the time, and it does so on average. You're going to only play the jack half the time from jack 10 doubleton. So when you see the jack, only half of the time you have jack 10 doubleton, you would play it, and 100% of the time when you have king jack doubleton, you would play it. And so it's which is twice. It's 2 to 1. Yeah.
So we're playing low.
So yeah, and hopefully it's not jack 10 doubleton. I hope it's king jack 10 third.
Yeah, you're right. Now we're hoping on the other side.
Let's see.
Do we need to draw this trump? It's just.
It doesn't matter. There's just one trump out.
We'll prolong the agony here for you. Oh,
right,
yes. That's good.
You have to be careful with
choice is very important.
Restricted choice. There's one weird thing about restricted choice. You have to kind of it only works when you have very few cards in the suit where their choice is actually restricted. Because if I lead the ace and I only have 7 of them, and they drop the queen. They could be dropping the queen from queen jack 10 fourth. Right. They could be dropping from queen jack third. There's lots of holdings. It's only when they have a very small. No, and Michael, it doesn't matter which one you play, because if we saw the 10, we would have had the same logic. It would have been from king 10 doubleton. We would have said the same thing, but with king 10 doubleton, they were forced to play the 10. And so it's just when you see it, it's just always right to play them to have their choice have been restricted.
And what a jump is correct, Gavin. That was winner, chicken dinner, 100%. And I believe it's just because we opened a no trump. I can't see that it would be that much different. If,
well, we got the play right. All the diamonds were 3-3, so actually every line of play, we actually might have been able to take another trick. Take a look. To think of it.
Everybody is just sitting there playing 2 diamonds. They open a diamond and then rebid their diamonds after 1 heart. We get to open a no trump and get to play 2 hearts, which is quite lovely here.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going on now. All right, this time we're going to be opening a spade. We'll see where we end up on the way back. This hand is too shapely and too good for anything else. Okay, let's make our bid, guys. 1 spade by us after 2 passes. 2 clubs on our left. Pass back to you. I'd like the audience to make their bid here. Paul, thank you so much.
Thank you
for that super chat there. Last night I was I vowed to give Anna most of the super chat money, so I had to keep track of it. Gavin, I could do the same for you. This is the only piece of paper I have. It's a tissue, so I'll write down.
It's all good. I'm happy to be here. I see a lot of 2 spade bidders and some doublers and 3 spades. Like, these are the bids that I thought we would see in the chat, and it's a pretty interesting spot where if partner had responded a no trump to our spade, we have a really nice 17-point hand that we would absolutely be showing 16 to 18. This is a slightly different spot where partner has not cooperated with us at all. Partner has passed to start the auction and then has not made a negative double over 2 clubs or anything like that. So we're all on our own. And so I think jumping to 3 spades would be a little bit of an overbid. I do feel like this is a very strong hand. So when I'm thinking if 3 spades is an overbid, but I'm a little bit strong for 2 spades, is there another route that I might be able to go? The other thought I'm thinking is I could reopen double takeout. And then when partner bids hearts or diamonds, I can now bid 2 spades. That'll show a better hand than had I just bid 2 spades. Plus, if partner was going for the trap pass of clubs, then we would get a penalty, which is good. The weird thing is partner didn't make a negative double and we only have 2 hearts, right? So either the opponents have a heart fit on the side here, or partner did not have a strong enough hand to make a negative double, in which case we probably don't have a game. So I don't. I mean, we could have a game. I'm okay with double, and I'm okay with two spades. They're both pretty reasonable to
I
me.
like double. And now we can bid two spades.
Right.
Right. And now we've kind of shown.
We've shown it. And look, the robot doesn't even. We didn't even do that with the robots. It didn't even show the.
Yeah, it's just showing our minimum basically, but we get to.
Which is ridiculous because we would have just bid. Only
that
8.
dummy is amazing. Wow, 8 diamonds. Yeah, I guess we could make game in diamonds. Maybe not.
Looks like we're going to make game in spades if this doesn't get roughed. I mean, and it's not going to get roughed because they led the 10. So we're just going to win the ace and play spade to the king and
then take a whole bunch of tricks.
All the tricks. If they don't take their ace of hearts, they're not going to get it.
They're not getting it. What a dummy. This is just one of the most hilarious dummies I've seen for the robots. And it looks like they can at most take 1 heart from this point.
Yeah, we're going to make 5.
There it is, cashing out. Robots do know how to cash out. That is for sure. And we will just claim a doodle-doo here.
They never bid. They never bid with their 8-card suit.
Astonishing. After partner opened, they have 8 diamonds. We got 10% on this point. Went from 100% on the
because people bid what, like 3 spades? Because people bid 3 spades?
I have no idea. This is bizarre. Yeah, they get to play 4 spades. No, they just the rebid of 2 spades, and then they kick it into game when partner raises, which I guess is too bad.
Well, yeah, if partner raised, but we took. But what's ridiculous is we took a stronger action here than 2 spades. So if given if they were going to raise over our just 2 spades, and so that's just a robot malfunction.
Apparently not. Yeah, apparently the robot doesn't take that as stronger. But whatever, we did what we wanted to do.
Yeah, and, sure. In fact we gave ourselves our shot to get to game, and meanwhile it's insane.
We got parked out of it.
It is insane to raise with that queen 8 of diamonds and king doubles in a spades. You have basically no help for your partner.
What would you bid after 1 spade 2 clubs with this hand?
I would if I had a weak 3 diamonds, I would make that bid. Yeah, I mean I wouldn't.
The same pretty well.
Yeah.
All right. Not that that's worthy of discussion. It's 8-card diamonds here. We're gonna open a heart with this one. Just a normal 13 on this spot. Heart of spade, pass. Make your bid, folks. What call will you make with this hand? You open a heart, partner bid a spade. Your choice. We're seesawing here, Gavin. 64, 39, 60, 100, 10. So it is a more exciting battle for us this week for sure.
Not a lot we can do with a board like that previous one. I mean, we did everything we could to get the game.
You handle the robot disappointments just so much better than our Tuesday evening challenge guest judge.
I have been playing this game for a ridiculously long time. I have had so much disappointment in my life.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah,
that bridge and poker can really get you to an understanding of, hey, you're going to get things wrong. So those are 2 really good games to.
But no, yeah, I mean, but that include with bridge. I mean, and golf too is another one. Like when if you let your mistakes or even bad boards, bad whatever get to you, you're just not going to play as well on the next hand. So it's just a trained muscle to not let it get to you, because that's like that is how you win a bridge. It's not all these little details that you're learning on all these little hands. It really, the mental part of it is like such a huge chunk of it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I would rebid 2 clubs with this pretty much always, Gavin, but I could be sold on 1 no trump in these spots in these situations as well. Just
like so the right bid is 2 clubs, but this is a match point tournament, and no trumps definitely is attractive bidding a no trump. But that said, with these hands, even though we have stoppers in the other suits and we have a balanced hand, you still could see that a 5-2 heart fit very, very likely might be the right final contract. Sure. I still like 1 no on this hand.
Like I said, I would teach to bid 2 clubs pretty much always.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
In this situation, I think it's very reasonable to bid a no trump, and we're protecting at least some vulnerable holding in our hand. Now we see new minor here, and you want to raise clubs here? You want to just bid 2 no? You want to bid 3 no? What do you want to do here?
What I don't really know.
It's regular one-way new minor force.
And so if we bid 2 diamonds, what would that show?
I think. Just no
fit. Yeah, so that seems like a reasonable place to start.
I like it.
And then that way Yeah, partner bids 2-0, 11, 11, 12, opposite 13. We don't have a fit. Partner has 5 spades. We don't have a helpful spade spot for partner. I feel like with 13, you're right on the bubble, right? Although with that said, with 13 in a 5-card major, usually that's the top. That's the top of our range because we open most 11 counts with a 5-card major. And if we had 14 in a 5-card major, we probably would have opened 1-0. So 13 is actually the top of the range, but for 1-0. So if my partner did invite me opposite my 1-0 trump range, I should go. But with the robots, they're not thinking like that. They're not thinking we're upgrading 14 points. They're inviting us opposite a 12 to 14 point range. So we're right in the middle. So that's when we've got to like look at our features and decide, is our hand worth more than is it an above average 13 count and a below average 13 count? And I think that the standout thing to me is I do not have like the jack or 10 of spades to fill partner's 5-card spade suit.
We know partner has at most 2 hearts as well. So
and we don't like if we had the 10 of hearts instead of the 9, even I would be much more inclined. If partner's got the 10 of hearts, we might have decent play. Even the 8 of hearts in our hand would be a nice fourth feature because it'll handle the 4th round. So I think we're missing just that little nibble.
I'm gonna make it for you because I can tell.
Big game.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Let's buy bad. All right, we bought okay, I guess.
That's a pretty good 12 count over there.
Okay. Let's hope for maybe some bad stuff. Let's take a moment. Let's think about where we want to be, first of all, how we want to play this. And we might end up with some issues on this one.
There's there's communication problems. There's
all right. But
as usual,
10 of hearts is a nice card.
That's a huge difference. Like you picture this same hand, that dummy, without the 10 of hearts, and we'd be like, what are we gonna do?
At least there's some play for this.
And just to be clear, if we had 10 doubles and a spades, we would have been jumping for joy in game.
Yeah, for sure. We probably would have been 3-0 with that.
That's what I was saying. Like having that filler card in partner's 5-card suit is just such a key thing.
Yeah,
so
we need to record this one for future posterity because it's exactly what would be a difference maker for this sort of contract in our own hand.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, it looks like the heart suit is the most attractive to set up, and in order to set up the hearts, we might have some entry problems. I feel like we kind of need to pop up with that king of clubs and play that 10 of hearts. It just looks like that's going to get us on the way to where we need to go. The 9 of hearts, 9 of clubs, just is what it is. Yeah, 10 of hearts around. Hopefully that they win it. I don't really want the 10 of hearts to win.
We don't want them to duck. Good.
Club back. Thank you.
There we go. There's the 9 and the 8 going already. Okay.
Yeah, it's looking like East has Jack 10 4th of clubs.
We're just going to brute force the hearts.
Yeah, we are. We're going to throw a spade from dummy for now.
Our hearts are breaking as well, so we're going to run all 3 of those tricks. Ooh, yeah, let's go.
That's perfect. Yeah. So.
King of diamonds.
Yeah. So now let's cash the Jack of hearts to see what's going on there.
Pitch a spade.
Yeah, a spade.
All right, hearts are 4-3.
4-3. Yeah, exactly. So the hearts are breaking. Yeah. So, we can. I feel like we might. Let's see what's going on here.
Well, we might just be able to.
We're not going to be able to. It's just the squeeze is not going to happen because this is East has the ace of diamonds and Jack 10 of clubs. They're going to win the ace of diamonds. They're going to play back the Jack of clubs.
Yeah, sorry.
And we're not going to be able to cash that diamond.
I forgot we haven't gotten rid of the ace of diamonds yet.
I was just having this.
I was like, "What are you talking about, dude?"
Yeah, I know. It's funny. I was just having this conversation with somebody yesterday. It's amazing how often that happens. That you play a suit and you think you've knocked out the high card, and you think, and then you go to claim, and you're like, it happens a lot. Don't feel bad if it happens to you.
People like us.
Well, so it feels like we
play diamond.
If we play diamond and the queen, they're going to win the king and pop the Jack of clubs on the table, and then we're going to be left with a decision of whether to finesse the spade or not. And I'm going to go ahead and say we're probably not going to, but let's do that. Let's go diamond or the queen.
No. Here the problem: if we run hearts here, we're gonna wonder what to pitch. Basically,
that's
why this is a little bit.
And we might end up having a little.
Right, they ducked.
Okay, well that's odd. So now we don't entirely know where the ace of diamonds is, but it seems like it's probably with East. I think we have to play a club to our hand, and we have to take our hearts. That's where we'll start there.
Let's see a split. Okay, we did not see a split there.
Okay, so now. we can throw diamond, throw 2 diamonds, throw both the diamonds. Let's let them throw their diamonds too. Okay, and
There's
another diamond.
There's the
Now
two.
throw your. Oh, they threw the club. The club's high. Club's high. Take the club.
We had a little. Yeah, he has
Yeah, he has king double ten of
Yeah.
spades. Exactly. We kind of squeezed him. Anyway, he did end up getting squeezed.
That's pretty awesome. Can we take a look at that on the results screen
Can
here?
we go back in big game? No, we didn't need the big game. Sweet.
85%.
We got 85. We'll take it.
Nice. So let's just look at that very end position there, Gavin. I'm just gonna kind of slide through our tricks, which is slower than usual here. Okay, so at this moment, when we play a heart, they were pseudo squeezed, I guess. They
They were squeezed right here. They were squeezed.
Okay, so we pitched now.
If they pitched the ace of diamonds, just to be clear, if they pitched the ace of diamonds, we were going to have an obvious end play playing the club because all the diamonds were gone. We knew where the high club was. It was going to be a standout end play. So they were legitimately squeezed. The issue was that what they should be doing there is stiffing their king of spades because that gives us a losing option.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't risk any worse tricks. It doesn't risk anything from their side to stiff their king of spades. The most we could get at the end position was two tricks.
They should have stiffed their king right there.
Yeah, they should. They should have. Yes.
If we're going to get it right, we're going to get it right.
Which we probably we might have gone wrong because you have your thing that they never stiff it because they didn't stiff it as it was.
Yeah, right. But I think I told you after the day after that they stiffed against me. Okay, so I either they're listening to our commentary as good robots should, or a normal 12 count. We're going to open a spade here, and we will see where we end up on the way back. One spade. I want to pass one no trump. Oh. Are you ready, Gavin?
Yeah, for sure. We live for it.
Nice source of tricks in our hand. Let's hope they float it out.
Is it called forcing for the robots?
Yeah, it is.
I'm just wondering because I wonder if people are going to bid just based on that alone.
Let's just make sure. Yeah, forcing one no trump. I understand it to be forcing. And the leads just keep on coming. Look at this one. All right, take a moment, guys. We got a very nice minor shoot choice of leads here. The robots are stream sniping. Is stream sniping a thing? Because I want to do that. That sounds amazing.
I think that often happens when somebody. I think what stream sniping is. Stream sniping. I really believe it is a thing where like if I was playing in a game against somebody, I could watch their stream to see what they're doing. And then I'm going in the game and I'm gonna
find them basically.
Yeah, and I actually think sniping is actually the word of like going and sniping from one of those gun games
style.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. Well, I'm gonna stream snipe your bridge feeds, Gavin, for sure.
Yeah, do it.
All right, so we're gonna try to take diamonds and spades.
Yeah, clubs. Yeah, we want to do. They're not gonna throw a spade from the jack, right? They're not that. Right. They know we have 5 spades from the bidding. It feels like we're just going to end up with 8 tricks here, the 5 diamonds and 3 spades. But what do we want to do in this diamond suit? It feels like we want to. We can if we played the 8. They haven't led 4th best, right? They haven't led 4th best because it would king 9 6 small. They wouldn't have led the 6. They would have led low. So that 6 is either from king 3rd maybe, but more likely it's from double 10 or singleton. We can throw the 10 up on this trick, and if it doesn't get covered.
And we can cash and pitch.
Now cash and drop the 8. Yeah, cash the queen of diamonds now and drop the 8.
And now we can finesse if it's breaking badly for us, and it's not. So we're good.
So we cash. Let's cash our diamonds. I mean, the question will be how many clubs do we see now? None or some, or we're not going to throw. We're going to.
We're going to throw a heart.
Come in, throw a heart. One club gone.
There's
2 clubs gone. Keep them coming.
Throw a heart.
No. Well, the thought is maybe we should play a heart. So throw a club, and then we're gonna have to decide what to do now. If nobody's throwing spades, they're both keeping spades. That's kind of a little. I think we should just cash our spades. Yeah,
I'm in. I mean, maybe we just take 10 tricks here. That could be a false card.
Wasn't.
Heart?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we get a trick here.
Unlikely, but possible.
Yeah, because it looks like they're going to cash the spade as well. All right, lead a heart. Lead a heart.
I think that was the last one.
Yeah, I'm just keeping the fingers crossed just for. All right.
Oh, there was one more.
We'll take it below average, 39.3. We keep swinging on this one.
We could have maybe just snuck a heart through.
I think
no,
that
people
that
were in
was
diamonds.
people were in.
People
Here, let me show you. If a lot of people were playing 3 diamonds, just making
because
10 tricks.
they rebid 2 diamonds because they took one that was forcing.
Yeah, we bid 2 diamonds probably, and they raised. That's probably how they handled it. Yeah, there it is. Well, okay, we'll take that. I will always pass with that hand. That looks like a great hand to be playing one no trump with, so I'm okay.
If the spades broke, we were getting a much better result.
Let's play the upgrade game again, Gavin, and let's jam this to 2 now.
Automatic,
19.
maybe even too strong for 2-0 here with our ace king queen fifth 19.
We will take this result and we will play 3 no trump. And we will notice this dummy. Take a moment, plan your play out, guys. Gavin, I'll be right back in 2 seconds here.
Mm-hmm. So on the surface, we can, if the clubs are breaking, we have 9 tricks. We have 3 diamonds and 5 clubs and a heart. Is it worth going for a 10th trick? It's very dangerous to go ace of hearts and a heart. That would be a very dangerous play because if we go ace of hearts and a heart and the king of hearts is offside, we're going to lose all the hearts and as many spades as they can cash. But what we might do is we might win the diamond in our hand and lead the 9 of hearts towards the queen. That doesn't open the heart suit up nearly as much. The problem with going that route is even if the king of hearts is onside, they'll be able to win the king of hearts and take our diamond off the table and we won't have an entry. So I'm talking about the potential for building a heart trick here. But there's an issue that if we play ace of hearts and a heart, if we win the diamond in our hand and play ace of hearts and a heart, if the king of hearts is offside, we're just going to go down miserably. So to lose as well. A common counter to that is to just lead the 9 of hearts out of our hand towards the queen, and that won't open the heart suit the same way. But the problem with doing that is they're going to win the king of hearts and they're going to play a second diamond and we're not even going to have an entry to the queen of hearts. So it looks to me like we should not even attempt to get the queen of hearts as a trick.
Yeah, honestly, what's wrong with maybe running clubs, cashing diamonds, and exiting a spade? It's
yeah, exactly. That's like, and maybe they'll mess up and play hearts. And like if the risk is if we let them in, they might win the king of hearts and take 4 spades. Never mind. So right. So like never mind the location of the king of hearts. It feels like we've got to go after. I feel like we should win the diamond in our hand in case it's singleton 10 or singleton jack of clubs on our left, because what will happen is we're going to win the diamond in our hand. We're going to play the ace king of clubs. If West has singleton jack or singleton 10, we'll get to see it and then visit to dummy and finesse it. So let's play low.
I like it. And David and Michael, thank you so much for those super chats, guys. You want to let it sit and dummy now? Keep an entry? I mean,
it doesn't really matter.
Now we're just flexible, right? Now we can decide to do anything. And it's funny, if we saw the jack or the 10, this would be another restricted choice situation.
Well, we would get to cash the king though.
Yeah.
So we would get to see
the same sort of concept we could discuss there if we weren't able to do that.
Yep. Queen.
All right. What do we pitch from dummy?
If they we're gonna
maybe diamond heart also.
Well, let's keep the diamond in the dummy. Let's play club, pitch, and a heart. They're not throwing. There's a spade. And
guy. All right, here comes another one. What do you want to pitch from dummy? Another heart? Just keep our end play position.
No, I think let's pitch a spade. Let's cash the ace queen of diamonds, and then let's see what's going on. Ace of diamonds, queen of diamonds. I think there's still a diamond out though. They only threw 1 diamond in that whole process. So there's feels like there's also too many spades. Let's take it. Let's take it.
Let's get our 9 in.
And then I would play a spade, and then maybe that'll work.
Yeah, cool. Was onside.
Yeah, but they still could take spades. Oh, we got it. There you go.
Nice.
Boom.
We'll take that. Yeah, they pitched themselves down to no safe exit, it looks like. Oh, no, they could have
Oh, they
exited with
had the
spades. Yeah.
jack of spades. They just
Whoa, wait a
with the
second.
top.
With 100, we get to
Oh, second
second.
place.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
too bad. Nice try.
I mean, what are we gonna do? We
Uh,
got a couple stolen from us there. A couple results. That 10%er was what are you gonna do?
here's the final poll there, and there's that last hand for. Wow, what a swingy match, Gavin. We went from like starting out with. Let me get all the hands in there. I can't see board one. There we go. All right, so yeah, 64, 39, 60, 100, and then back and forth. So here, yeah, I find it. I don't see hundreds too often in these seas, Gavin. So get two of those was pretty interesting, especially on the
This one's
weird
really
last
weird.
board.
This one we just like took our tricks, but I guess
I think
just
it
the
was
way we.
no, we opened 2-0. People didn't upgrade this hand, and that's a lesson to all of you. That is a 2-0 Trump opener, guys. I can show you hundreds of 20-point hands that aren't close to this good that are 19, right? So if people
No
aren't opening
question. Like
2-0,
you heard what I said. It's almost too good for 2-0. That's
right,
what like
right,
we
exactly.
have 8 tricks potentially in our own hand. It's just it's very powerful.
Rosemary, thank you very much. We enjoy talking to all of you guys on Wednesday mornings. Gavin, we didn't get it done this time, but we rallied pretty aggressively here. And honestly, the bad boards, I don't think we would do anything differently
No, we're
other
on
than
a good.
maybe a
I
trick on
feel
that
very
side.
comfortable with our scorecard that we're turning in here.
I agree.
I
Who are we
definitely
turning it
believe.
into? That's
Well, I don't know,
next.
but I feel like there would be a little if we had a little bit more field protection. We actually would have produced a win on this set.
I
Like
agree. I agree. This was good stuff. I have to go play tennis now against some bridge players, and that's always good. It's like playing tennis against hockey players, I'm guessing. Sorry, it's like playing hockey against bridge players. Very easy
okay,
pickings, right, Gavin?
okay, yeah, because there's a lot. I find a lot of bridge players on the ice. That let me tell you.
Yeah, if you do, you certainly throw a check their way, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So, thanks a lot, guys, for joining, Gavin. Always a pleasure. And dude, I'm gonna see you very soon. I'm coming back to Florida. I'm
coming
on my
home.
way back. I'll be back. I'm leaving up here next week. So
All
after
right, all right,
tomorrow, next Wednesday will be my last broadcast from New York, and then I will make that long trip back to you guys.
cool. All
All right,
right.
guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week for the Wednesday morning tournament. Take care, guys, and have a great week.